Yes, my sports to the bone people. We are back at it again. Yes, man. And as you can imagine, I am here to talk about last night's game. So, West Indies, they were presented with their first major challenge of this T20 World Cup. And they did not pass the test at all. Yes, didn't pass the test. Now, there are quite a few things that we saw in that game against England that we definitely need to fix. We need to straighten out if we're going to make a deep run in this tournament. Gonna go through the scorecard. Gonna talk about a couple of things that I saw while I was watching. So just give a listening ear until the end and let me know what you all think in the comment section. So I will go through the scorecard in case I have listeners here that didn't watch the game. And then I will just give my little commentary as it relates to how things went down. First things, before we even go any further, we were about 20-25 runs short. That pitch was a belter. That pitch was tailor-made for batting. And we went out there and made 180. Right? If you remember the keys to victory, I was saying that 210, 215. That is what we need to score. 180 against an England lineup that can match us when it comes on to 6 hitting is not something that would work. And I understand that there are factors that affected us kicking on, right? So I'm going to zoom in on those. So West Indies batted first. England won the toss and decided to field. And we scored 180 for 4 from our allotted 20 overs. Out of that 180, we had Brandon King at the top and Johnson Charles. Brandon King was looking extremely good tonight. He actually retired hurt on 23, having faced 13 deliveries, 3 fours and 1 6, going at a strike rate of 176.92. So it looked as if it was going to be a night where Brandon was going to take on the bowlers and get us off to a flyer. Right? It just so happened that as soon as he was changing gears, he got injured. I think they're saying it's a side strain. So that's one of the reasons why we found it a bit difficult to kick on. Johnson Charles continued and he made 38 from 34. Right? 38 from 34. 4 fours and 1 6. Strike rate of 111.76. Definitely not a high strike rate. Batting in the power play and immediately after the power play, you want an opener or a batsman to be scoring way at a way higher strike rate. Nicholas Pooran, he came in and he was setting himself. He was building an innings, setting himself, getting ready to take it on in the back end. But, Jaffa Archer, with all his skills, was able to pry Pooran out. Pooran got 36 from 32, 4 fours and 1 6, strike rate of 112.50. So also not a fast strike rate there, or not a high strike rate there from Pooran. But one thing we know, when Pooran is setting himself like that, he usually capitalizes very well in the back end. Just didn't happen. Ravman Powell, the captain, came and he saw the need to kick things on. When I was watching it and, Pooran and Johnson Charles were there, I was saying to myself, there's no need to send Raston Chase after. And it so happened that, they went Ravman Powell, then Russell, and then the other power hitters. Because based on how we were going, we had wickets in hand. We definitely needed to just send the power hitters at that time. So Pooran 36 from 32, 4 fours and 1 6. Now Ravman Powell 36 from 17. He had 5 sixes in that knock. 5 sixes, yes. He took on, I think it was a leg spinner that he took on, the part-time spinner, Liam Livingstone, and was able to get some runs there. Strike rate of 211.76. Andre Russell came. And, I was watching the game and I was saying to a friend that, was watching it with me that Please, Russell, just see out Rashid. Do not go at him. We all know the history when it comes on to Russell and him facing leg spinners. 2 deliveries Adil Rashid had left in his spell. 2 deliveries. And he decided to go at the penultimate one and got himself out. It was just not a smart move. Rutherford once again showed maturity in the end. Showed that, you know, he's definitely somebody we can depend on. Whether we're looking for him to power the ball away or we're looking for him to move it around. He was left not out on 28, having faced 15 deliveries with 1 4 and 2 6s. Strike rate of 186.67. Now, Romari Shepherd was left not out on 5, having faced 7 deliveries. Before I go any further, I want to say shout out to the English bowlers, you know. I don't want it to seem as if I am not giving credit or I am saying that, you know, the guys didn't bowl anything at all. But, you know, we still need to play smarter cricket. We still cannot be, you know, having 51 dot balls in a. How can it be in a World Cup campaign and teams bowling 41 dot balls at it? That don't make any sense. You're not going to win any games like that. We need to be scoring off more balls. Even though on another day, having faced the same amount of deliveries, you know, we probably would have been able to score more. But we just need to lift it, man. We need to lift it. You understand? And I wasn't comfortable. Even at the halfway stage, I wasn't comfortable. Because I know that this England team can match us when it comes on to hitting the ball. You understand? They can rotate strike, but when it comes on to putting the ball over the fence or into the boundary, they can match us. You understand? So with 180 on the board, they like to say runs on the board is runs on the board, but I wasn't comfortable at all. And I'm sure people that watch a lot of cricket and pay attention to this cricket ground would be, you know, saying, boy, we look like we're about 20 or 30 runs short. You understand? About 30 runs short. You know, so it's just one of them things, you know. Jofra Archer came back for England, bowled well. Adil Rashid squeezed us somewhat in terms of putting on the pressure, you know, putting on the brakes. Let me just go through the scorecard here real quick. Reece Topley, 3 overs, 26 runs. Mark Wood, 3 overs, 36 runs. Jofra Archer, 4 overs, 34 runs, 1 wicket. Sam Curran, 3 overs, 25 runs. Adil Rashid, 4 overs, 21 runs, 1 wicket. Moeen Ali, 2 overs, 15 runs, 1 wicket. Liam Livingstone, 1 over, 20 runs, 1 wicket. So 180 for 4. That is how it went. Now, in terms of our bowling, my people, it wasn't nice at all. It wasn't pretty. Phil Salt and Jos Buttler, they got off to a good partnership. The first wicket didn't come until after they scored 67 runs. That was in over 7.4. Right? Phil Salt, he was left not out on 87, having faced 47 deliveries, 7 4s and 5 6s. Right? Jos Buttler made 25 from 22. Moeen Ali 13 from 10. And we saw Johnny Bairstow remained not out on 48 from 26, 5 4s and 2 6s. Right? Quite a few runs there by those guys. Now, Akeal Hosein, 4 overs, 35 runs. Romari Shepherd, 2 overs, 41 runs. 2 overs, 41 runs. And one of those over, the second one, he gave away, I think it was 30 runs. 30. Yes, so 2 overs, 41 runs. Andre Russell, 2 overs, 21 runs, 1 wicket. Alzarri Joseph, 2.3 overs, 32 runs. Short ball, short pitch bowling, short ball, short ball, short ball. What is wrong with our players and bowling short balls? Oh my gosh. Gudi Kishmoti, 4 overs, 32 runs. Ruston Chase was unplayable basically. 3 overs, 19 runs, 1 wicket. And apart from our batsmen not putting on a lot of runs on the board, well, not even say a lot of runs, you know, what I consider to be par. The feeling was awful. The feeling was awful. First thing, Pooran dropped a couple of catches. 2 catches, you want to call him half a chance, 60% chance. I have seen Pooran taking catches like those before. Those are catches that you expect to be taken. You understand? I'm talking about 2 that they weren't even big edge or anything that they said they deflect away from him. 2 catches that you expect him to take. So that already threw the thing off. And then, you know, in the outfield, we saw ball passing people. Alzarri, you know, ball going to him and moving late. All sorts of madness happening in the field. But what we need to do is just regroup and come again. I have always said this, you know, after every game, whether we win or we lose, there's always room for improvement. There is always room to critique and to look at things that went right and things that didn't go right. Have a talk about it. So this game, we definitely fell short. In the latter stages, I could just see the guys crumbling on the field. You understand? And I think we're going to go down the line of playing 11, or you know, if they selected the right playing 11. It is what it is, my viewers and subscribers. You know, personally, I think that the batsmen didn't score enough. I've always said that if you are going to be a top team, when you get a pitch that batsmen look to score 215, 220 on, if you're a top team, your bowlers should be looking to bowl out or restrict a team for under that total. But, you know, it didn't happen today. And, well, it didn't happen yesterday. And I am just looking forward to see how they are going to adjust things going forward. You know, we definitely need to win the next 2 games. Things we have, South Africa and the US. We definitely need to win those 2 games and try to win them good. But that is pretty much it for this one, my people. Gonna leave it right here for now. Just continue to stay tuned and let me know what you all think. Big up.